Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, guys. How are you? Okay, we have a lot to talk about because last week was one of my favorite weeks of the year, which is fall TV season premieres. And there's lots of exciting new shows, returning favorites, and I'm going to kind of just go through in no particular order some of the shows I've been watching and what I think about them, and we'll go from there. Okay, the new Melrose Place debuted a couple weeks ago. I know I'm a little behind on this, but I kind of love it. Do you guys? Look, I wasn't as big of an original Melrose Place fan as I was an original 90210 fan, and I don't know, there's something about it. I think one of the big things that I'm really loving about this show is Michael Rady, however you say his name. He's like a dreamboat, and so I think that's might be making me a little bit biased. Because I think he's fantastic and really adorable. And he looks like somebody I know, who I am kind of in love with. Anyways, off topic. So I think that I really am loving that show a little bit. It's a little bit guilty pleasure. It's not great. Ashley Simpson is terrible on it. Ashley Simpson wins. And there's problems with it, but overall it's good. Glee, of course, I'm loving. I think the show's gone in a different direction than I expected it to, but I'm really appreciating it. I think it's interesting. There's some real Glee haters, but I really am a huge fan of it. I think it's doing good stuff for musical theater. I think it's doing good stuff for gay characters on television. I think it's doing just a lot of good stuff, and I think it's fun and funny. And Jane Lynch is amazing, and of course my friend Maddie Morrison's fantastic. My friend Leah Michelle is fantastic on it. Kristen Chenoweth is going to be on this week. It's very exciting. It's very exciting for musical theater fans, and I think it's a good show for people who aren't musical theater fans. I think it crosses over nicely, and I like that they got their back nine, and I think they're doing well, so let's see. Let's see what happens with it. Bored to Death. I'm not bored by Bored to Death. I don't love it. I think Ted Danson is the best part of the show, and it's been a long time since I've been able to say that about Ted Danson. Certainly wasn't the case for Becker. But I love Ted Danson on that show, and I like it. I think it's cute. It's a little indulgent. It's a little mumbly and sardonic, but I like it. I'm going to keep watching it. Accidentally on Purpose. I actually missed the pilot of Accidentally on Purpose. I accidentally missed the pilot. Accidentally on purpose, maybe. And I only watched the second episode. And it's not great. And Jenna Elfman's fine on it. She does what she does. John Foster is gorgeous, though, right? And he's shirtless all the time, which is very smart of the producers to keep him shirtless as much as possible. Very smart. Very smart. And it's cute. It's funny. I'll watch it for a little bit. I don't think it's something I'm going to watch forever, but I'll watch a few more episodes and then probably move on. But, Accidentally on Purpose. Great. Good for you. That's good TV for some people. Gossip Girl is back and better than ever, I think. Such a good season. I was just watching it last night when I got home, and why do I love Blake Lively so much? Why do I have, a total crush on her? I really do. I really just love her. I'm not a big Leighton Meester fan, but I love Blake Lively. And, of course, Penn, I adore. He's a little bit like Michael Rady. It's a little bit my type. The kind of brooding, gawkward. He's kind of gawkward. I love. Anyways, The Forgotten, I watched the pilot. I liked the pilot of The Forgotten. I don't know if it's a show that I'm going to watch, a bunch. It's going to be a little procedural, I think. But I liked the pilot. It was engaging. It was fascinating. The story that people, that these people go out and volunteer and find, track down the identities of these kind of unidentified Jane and John Does. I think it's a cool premise. I didn't, Oh, speaking of cool premises, I thought The Good Wife was an incredible premise, and Stephanie, my roommate, and I were talking about it. But this show seemed like such a good idea. That's what Stephanie said. It was such a good idea. And then they've turned it into, a bit of a legal procedure show, a bit of a law show. I don't want to see that. I want to see this woman go through the pitfalls of trying to hold together a marriage in the public eye while a marriage is falling apart privately. And I mean, that's in there, but I just don't really care about her being a lawyer. Maybe they'll change my mind, but for now I'm just ugh. And I love Juliana Margulies. I really do. I think she's fantastic. The Beautiful Life, I didn't even watch it before it got canceled, so I guess it's my fault. Oops. Sorry, Beautiful Life. I guess there's nothing really to talk about because it's over. It's done. It's, in a year we'll forget that it ever existed. So The Beautiful Life is the nothing life, really. It's just nothing. Just a nothing life. Parks and Recreation's back this season, and I gotta say, it's really funny this season. I'm really enjoying it. First two episodes of the season, I really think are funny. They've kind of found a way to make it work. The only thing about that show that I don't understand is, why is Paul Schneider on it? Paul Schneider should be winning Academy Awards. He should not be doing this, kind of like basically a fourth tier supporting actor role on a sitcom like this. I don't know. I'm just not into Paul Schneider being on it. I love him. I think he's amazing. He's one of my favorite things about Lars and the Real Girl, which is one of my favorite movies. But really, I don't know. Community, I don't like it. I gave it 2 episodes. I don't like it. I love Joel McHale. I don't like Chevy Chase. I don't like the show. I don't think it's funny. I think it's nasty. I think it's just kind of hateful, and it's all kind of based on hateful, comedy. I'm not into it. I might give it 1 more episode, but I'm not into it. I'm moving on. Flash forward, love it. What's up with the kangaroo? What's the deal? Flash forward, I'm totally hooked. I can't believe I have to wait a long time over seasons and seasons and seasons, because it's obviously a hit, of what's going to happen on this show, and what's going to happen once they reach April 28th. Then what happens? They get new flashes? I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen? Okay, my new favorite new show, Cougartown. Hands down, loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. So surprised, thought I was going to hate it. Loved it. Courtney Cox, it made me remember that I had forgotten how funny she is. She's so funny. The show is so funny. Dan Bird, who plays her son, is adorable and so funny. I just love it. I love it. And Modern Family is also wonderful. Modern Family I expected to love and loved. Of course, I'm totally jealous of Eric Stonestreet. Can't believe I didn't get seen for that role. But he's fantastic. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, of course, is wonderful. The guy who plays the dad on Modern Family, so funny. I forget his name. But I really loved Cougartown. Modern Family, I loved because I knew I was going to love it, but Cougartown really surprised me. I'm really excited for another episode. Eastwick, a little disappointing, to be honest. Matt Dallas is on it. Yay. I don't know. It's cute. It's cute, and I think it's going to be fun to watch. I love that Felicia from the movie is on it. I love Paul Gross, who's playing Daryl. He's incredible. I loved him in Slings and Arrows. So he's so charming and wonderful and such a talented actor. So for that, I will keep watching the show. The girls are good for me. Lindsay Price is the real standout. I love her. I've always loved her since she was on 90210. I really love her. I think she's adorable and gorgeous and fun to watch. Grey's Anatomy is back and really good, hey? I was really impressed with the season premiere. After a season where they essentially lost me last season, I felt like they were a little bit back. I don't know if they can hold it for a whole season. They've got a lot to make up for last year. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with Chandra Wilson, right? With Bailey, I think that she's going to have a big season, and that's going to make it worth watching. Dexter's back. Awesome. So excited about John Lithgow and Dexter. So excited. And, it's going to be an incredible season. Brothers and Sisters, love it. It's back. I don't know. It's a little, what's going to happen with Kitty? I think she's really sick, and I think that's going to be a problem. And it's the first time we've really had a disease on Brothers and Sisters. We've kind of had every other problem. First time we've had a disease. And it's going to give, a lot of Sally Field, which kind of looks like it's going to be a little bit like Steel Magnolias, which I don't have any problem with that. She can just do Steel Magnolias again for all I care every week. I have watched her do Steel Magnolias a million times, so that's fine with me. Drink your juice, Shelby. Drink your juice. Saturday Night Live premiered this week, and it was not good. We all know that. Megan Fox actually wasn't the worst part of it. It just wasn't good. Even Kristen Wiig had trouble finding her footing. Will Forte's sketch where he was talking in the funny voice, that was my favorite one. And the poor girl who dropped the F-bomb, God bless her, whatever her name is. God, poor thing. She gets one big sketch, her first week on national television, and she says the F word. Basically a tongue twister. She basically had a tongue twister. So, I feel bad for her. Poor thing. Oh, I hope they don't fire her or anything, because I really think she just was nervous and it just came out. Anyways, that's my thoughts on fall TV. Do you agree with me or not? Comment. I'd love to start talking. I'll comment back. And follow me on Twitter. That's the best way to see what I think about television or anything for that matter. Twitter @Ryan O'Connor. Twitter.com/Ryan O'Connor. Pretty easy to find me. Don't put Ryan O'Connor SA. You'll get this guy in South Africa who's fantastic, but it's not me. I guess that's it. Happy fall TV watching, and the amazing thing is, we just get to have another week of it right now. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.